Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Harness Your Hump Day. Tom Harness here with Harness Digital Marketing. I was on vacation last week, so I took a little bit of time off, and I'm back. And what better day to come back on than Social Media Day? Happy Social Media Day. I have no idea why June 30th is Social Media Day, but for whatever reason, it is. So I thought today we'd talk a little bit about your go-to platforms and just have a little discussion, make it kind of informal today. Hopefully we can get some of you on before you're going to work and we can get some of your questions answered or just see what your thoughts are on some of the social media platforms. Enjoying my nice little emoji cup, Bitmoji cup that one of my team members, Lindsay, got for me, I think either for Christmas or birthday a while back. So when you're thinking about social media from a business or organization standpoint, one of the things that you always want to consider is what platform should you be on? And no matter what the platform is, taking a little bit of time to research, think about your audience and what they are looking for as far as content goes on that platform is crucial. Now, when we work with our clients here, and I say we, that's my team that does all that. When we work with our clients, our content's very important because we want to make sure that it captures what their audience wants, what their voice is, and very little, and I say that not to be disrespectful, but a little bit of what the client or the business owner wants. Because remember, the content and the page is not for the business owner or for any other matter, the employees. It's for the potential clients and customers. And a lot of times they're not on the same page. I can tell you straight up that the content I like might not necessarily be the content my clients like. However, Lindsay and Crystal do a great job of managing our own social media platforms. Now, along with those social media platforms are up and coming new ones. So a lot of discussion has been about TikTok. TikTok being a business platform, really 100% TikTok is about branding. And what I love about this is that I think it's a push back to what makes things important, and that is your name and your brand, right? The customer experience and the customer service. So when branding is put into place and at the forefront, everything else will follow. But we've kind of flipped that around. We want a return on investment that we can physically see and that we know. And a lot of times that doesn't always happen. So in the way that we want it or we perceive it to be as far as dollar signs. A lot of times branding is we're investing in the future of our company, our employees, and our product or services. So when you are making sure that you're consistently branding, think about those things, that it's not about the short term, it is about the long term. And if you're not thinking long term, then you're probably not in the right business because you do need to have some short term goals, but the long term plan, you definitely need to make sure that you are in this for the long haul, not short term, okay? So with TikTok, man, it's fun, it's creative. My good buddy Todd Bryant had posted about social media today on his page over at Q106 at Withers Broadcasting and Dana Communications. He said, what is your go-to, what's your favorite platform? Well, I have to always make things a little complicated. So I said there's two. My mindless fun one is TikTok. I just love it. I could get lost in hours in that, whether it's motivation, whether it's Michael Jr., my favorite comedian / pastor. I love watching his TikToks or just watching people be completely crazy. And I actually like the algorithm for it because I feel like I get what I want. I see a lot of veterans. I see a lot of positive. I see motivation. And those are things that I enjoy the most. And then I said my kind of go-to platform that I feel like I listen and I probably am influenced the most by a brand is Instagram. And I love the visuals, the video, the images, and some of the short text that goes along with that. So that's my go-to platforms are TikTok for mindless fun and entertainment, and then Instagram for my branding, what I think I'm most influenced by. Now, I used to be a huge fan of Twitter, and I still am. But the problem with Twitter is it's just so much noise, so much going on. However, it is an amazing platform for social media optimization, or SEO, SEO. So when you're putting all those things together, when you're on these multiple social media platforms, it's okay. It's okay to figure out which one you want on, and each one does have a different kind of context to it and a different demographic. A lot of times, to save time, we put the same content on a lot of those platforms, and sometimes we vary it up a little, especially when you're talking about LinkedIn. So when you're thinking about that content and when you're going to those social media pages, also consider how you want to distribute that information, because each one has a completely different platform to it and a different strategy to it. So those are all good things. So let's see if we can get some people on here. So what's your go-to? What do you like? What's your social media platform? Or which one do you not like? Maybe you don't care at all about social media, but it's such a way of life anymore. I mean, it's completely changed how we get information. And it's crazy because used to be, back in the day, it was by newspaper and radio and TV. And now it's about people. Like, you're the reporter, you're the news reporter, because you have so much experience, right? And you know exactly how to write an article that's not biased, right? That's what I'm saying. All right, let's see if we got, I know the morning is usually typically hard for everybody, but we usually get rebroadcasted and we get questions later on. But let me see what other, Facebook. Let's talk about Social Media Day and Facebook. Probably we wouldn't have a social media day without Facebook. It's the grandfather, it's the grand poobah. And love it or hate it, it is ingrained in our society. And when I say that, I also mean that, much like newspaper, radio, and TV, and we see different mediums added over the years and some that start to fall off a little bit, 50 years from now, Facebook might be a novelty. It might still be around like TV, radio, newspaper, but not have the same impact. Now, the one thing that digital has over most mediums is that it can continually adapt and evolve. That's what's great. It can adapt to the technology that is out there. There's not a lot of updates in radio or TV or newspaper, for that matter, that has happened over the years that can easily adapt or could afford to adapt. I think when you look at TV as a medium, when it went from standard analog to digital to now high def, those are things that visually affect how we see things. But social media is a little different. We've had amazing advances in just the 11 years that Harness Digital Marketing has been in business. We have had more 3D. We've had virtual. You've had just platforms adapt and changes, and actually they pick up on other ones. So you have stories now. Hashtags are big. I mean, how cool would that be to just be able to go to the TV or the newspaper and just search for a hashtag and only go to that part, right? You can always search, but having this archive through hashtags is also pretty cool too. It's just digital platforms as a medium, social media, it has the most adaptability to grow and to change with society. So I'm hoping that we can use it for good, and I hope that we can use it for ways that will allow us to help small businesses, help organizations, small or big, to succeed and get their name out there. And again, tying this all back together, to help them brand themselves and to be one that can compete with the big companies. I'm always a big fan of the little man. As you can see, I've been a Cubs fan, so I know what it's like to be a fan of the small and the not winning as much, but persevering. And I think social media allows the small businesses to persevere. So if you're interested and you have more questions, or you want to have a bigger discussion on what social media is right for you, always reach out to my team and I, and we'd be happy to have that discussion with you. All right, as we move in, I want to remind everybody, every Monday, our amazing Crystal Davis has her Marketing Makeup Mondays that can help you look good, feel good, and brand yourself through social media and other platforms. So check her out every Monday. If you missed it, we archive it. You can go to Facebook I'll go to our Facebook page and you can go into our playlist and you will see Marketing Makeup Monday. She is a bundle of joy and energy, so check her out. Also, we want to thank our partners over at Withers Broadcasting and Dana Communications for allowing us to partner with them on the Stars and Stripes SI Facebook group page, where we highlight and promote businesses that are owned by veterans, their events, their organizations, and all things Southern Illinois. Lately, we have been crushing it, people. We have had so many people enlist, retire, or make amazing accomplishments in the military right here from Southern Illinois. So if you want to highlight or share your business, your organization, your family member, your son, your daughter, head over, join the group, and post that. We do request and ask that you keep it all veteran related and veteran connected. It's not a political page. It's not anything other than we want to support and promote our wonderful veterans here in Southern Illinois. All right. I know we're getting out of the pandemic. You know why? Because we have events, people, and boy, do we. I want to thank everybody for sending me a list of events and stuff. I try to highlight a lot of the veteran ones, but let's go through, and here we go. So coming up on Friday, July 9th, Southern Illinois Miners Military Appreciation Night. It's coming up 7 o'clock. You can reach out. There's more information in the information attached to this below. Next up, we have the Mental Health Summit. It is online, 8 o'clock a.m. There's more information on that. Please share that link with someone that needs help, or just needs some guidance, or that you need some guidance to help someone that might be suffering from PTSD or mental health issues. We need to break the stigma, people. We need to have that discussion over and over again and not be afraid to say and talk about PTSD, mental health, suicide, any of that. We need to have an open discussion, and we need to save lives. Next up is my buddy Brian Gibson over at Project Diehard. Has two events. We have the FOB Rush GI Party coming up, and then his actual event to help raise money. This ties right into PTSD. He's providing a location and a place for veterans that are suffering and their families to go to and get some assistance and help. If you want to learn more, click the link below and reach out to Brian Gibson. Next up, yes, woohoo! Super excited. Harness Digital Marketing is the social media sponsor, and we're trying to help get the word out about Sidewalk Prophets, everybody. Sidewalk Prophets at the Cross. This is the first of hopefully many concerts that will be faith-based that will be happening at the Cross, and what a better way to start than with Sidewalk Prophets. Favorite song, Smile. I mean, you guys know I do the I Smile. I'm happy, but love this song. It's helped me get through many challenges in my life, and actually most of their music. But they're going to be here at Bald Knob Cross Saturday, August 7th. We are looking for sponsors. We've got everything locked in, but if you want to sponsor and get your name out there, we're hoping and looking for about 1,000 to 2,000 people there at the event. Reach out to Jeffrey Isbell, the executive director at the Bald Knob Cross, and we will hook you up. Tickets and more information are in the link provided. And then I really know when we're out of a pandemic, when Pastor John Holst invites me to their annual Oktoberfest at Zion United Church of Christ. Love this. There's nothing better than getting a bunch of people together and sharing their faith and their experience. And yeah, there's beer and brats. I mean, come on, what else do you want? But Oktoberfest Returns, Saturday, September 25th, 11 o'clock a.m. Contact person is Pastor John Holst, and there's a link for more information there. Everybody, thank you so much for joining this morning. And whether you are a business or organization, if you would like us to hashtag turn the light bulb on for you, reach out to my team and I, and we'd be happy to. Everybody go out in the world, make it a better place, be the reason someone smiles.